How's it going out there, everyone? This is W.F.S here, and today we're going to talk about the fourth season, third episode from the fourth season, and the episode is called Human Best Friend. Wow, real deep thought went into that title right there, and this should be a good indicator of what we are in for when it comes to this episode. But without going too far into how I feel about it, I'm asking myself, what's the best way for me to describe how I feel about this episode? Is there anything out there that can basically pull it all together and let you all know how I honestly feel about this one?
This sucks.
Yeah, me. It really sucks. Me.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
All right, let's just talk a little bit about this episode here for the simple fact of it starts off okay, but then it gets silly, and then it goes from silly to stupid, and then it goes from stupid to completely retarded. I can't believe what I watched. It was just ridiculous. So the ship is on its way to negotiate a peace treaty. There's a war going on, and Pike's been chosen to negotiate this treaty. So they got to fly in probably one of the most difficult areas of space. Erica's all excited about it because she's flying through all these meteors and asteroids. Ooh, I'm so excited because I'm the best pilot in Starfleet. She's all happy about it. Scotty, on the other hand, is not, because Alpha Shift, which is apparently what she's on, and Pike and the rest of the lead characters are on the Alpha Shift. Well, apparently they're the only ones who seem to be exceeding engine parameters, and it's kind of getting on Scotty's nerves. He's even got a warning system at the helm control that bugs the living heck out of Erica. And both Scotty and Erica are clashing over the stupidity of this scene.
They look like they want to kill each other.
They're not the only ones. La'an is itching for a fight, which Spock is just trying to stay out of. Joseph needs to loosen up even more than you do. Respectfully, sir. And don't get me started on Chapel and whatever's going on there.
So, Pike is going on about how he needs Alpha Shift, the basic cast of this show, to help him with the negotiations. Never mind the rest of the crew, just Alpha Shift. But number one suggests that they need a vacation. But where do you go on vacation when you have to be in negotiations in about 2 weeks?
Thanks to our planet's one-of-a-kind intoxicating atmosphere, each visitor experiences a one-of-a-kind customized journey that will provide exactly what they need to relax.
That's right, this is a tech-free zone. The only focus here is living your best life!
Atmospheric effects harmlessly wear off shortly after departure. Arrival on the planet is an explicit release of all liabilities on the part of Cessnock Grand or its employee.
So Alpha Shift is the one that's going on vacation. They apparently have been the ones that are stressed out the most, have been working the hardest. Never mind the rest of this ship. No, just Alpha Shift. And by the way, Alpha Shift consists of the entire senior bridge crew and the chief engineer. That's right. We're going to have Pike, the doctor. We're going to have the helmsman, the security chief, the first officer. All these people, Spock, all of them, going on vacation while the rest of the crew is left alone. This is some fantastic leadership we've got going here.
Is it safe?
Completely. Anyone who goes will feel naturally inebriated by the planetary gases. The effect is different for each person, and it wears off like an hour after leaving.
So the planet's atmosphere produces an intoxicating state. Can you tell that we're going to have a goofy adventure here? Okay, so within 10 seconds of that shuttle door opening, the atmospheric radiation comes in and gives them an intoxicated feeling. But if after watching this show, that is not what I see. I see something else.
Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high.
So the next scene we get is Erica waking up with a hell of a hangover and a cast on one of her arms, and she's also going to find Scotty in the room as well. And this is going to be the premise for the rest of this episode. Scotty and Erica are going to have to work together to solve this mystery of what happened. It's almost like the movie Dude, Where Is My Car? Except it's not as entertaining. The one thing I forgot to mention is that for at least their time on the planet, Scotty's going to be drunk the bulk of the time, while Erica is clean and sober. So apparently the guy in charge of the planet here has just delivered a message to Erica that she's got to give to Captain Pike because there's no tech allowed on the planet, and yet some way, somehow, a message was received on the planet. Okay, I'll let that slide. But now they got to go hunt for Pike because apparently the negotiations that were 2 weeks away, some way, somehow, they've been pushed up to 2 days from now. So they're going to spend the next half the episode trying to find Pike and trying to get back to the ship because the shuttle's going to be missing. And then they're going to discover that Erica and Scotty were messing around with the shuttle, and some way, somehow, the shuttle got stolen. Meanwhile, Spock is apparently hallucinating. He keeps believing that he is hallucinating that James Kirk is in the room with him, and that they have been playing a lot of chess. At the same time, later on in the episode, he will also hallucinate that plants are talking to him.
You need a hug. Oh, bring it in here.
Explain to me what in the heck Uhura is supposed to be dressed up as. Is she supposed to be the little Swiss Miss girl? I have no idea. All right, to be fair about this, I think there's only one way that you could honestly watch this episode and get any pleasure out of it.
One more.
So in the middle of this quest, they wind up in a bar, and you won't believe this. Okay, so let me see if I got this right. 300 years into the future, people on a planet far from Earth are still gonna be singing Total Eclipse of the Heart. And I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Give it to the writers of this show to not come up with anything original. Whether she is transformed into a Vulcan or she's under some kind of a chemical-induced alcoholic state, she always seems to revert to violence as a way to handle her problems. That's right, we're talking about the security chief, Lon Noonien Singh. That is all that they know how to do for this character. It's just really a bad episode, and their idea here is that the crew goes to this planet that's supposed to make them feel like they're in an alcoholic state. It is absolutely one of the dumbest episodes that I have seen from this series, but it gets better. According to Nurse Chapel, 1 hour after they are leaving this planet, the effects of it are supposed to wear off, but it doesn't. Okay, so with maybe about 20 minutes left in the episode, Pike and the crew get back on the shuttle and head back to the ship because, remember what I said before, this meeting that they were supposed to go to 2 weeks from now had been pushed to 2 days. Some way, somehow, someone got a letter off in a tech-free environment, was able to send a message up to the Enterprise or to the race that they were going to be meeting 2 weeks from now, and they are meeting on the Enterprise in 2 days, which basically means by the time they get back on the shuttle and back to the Enterprise, the other race will be there waiting for them. By the way, the effects of this supposed alcoholic state that are supposed to wear off within an hour of leaving the planet stay with them for the bulk of the episode. Of course, this is gonna be affecting the way they negotiate with these aliens. Again, very bad episode.
We'll deal with that later. I got the gist, but brief me.
If only you were real. I could use assistance now more than ever.
Spock.
I must concentrate. Hallucination, be gone!
Was that imaginary? No, because it hurt, didn't it? You want another?
Now take a step back and think for a moment. This is supposed to be the Captain Kirk that we know from the original series. He's just a younger version of him. There is no way in hell that you're ever going to convince me that that is a younger version of Kirk. There is no way I'm buying into that. Now, I'm not going to go too far into telling you what's going on at the end of the episode here, but needless to say, the Enterprise crew, even as hungover as they are, the Alpha Shift is hungover and manages to save the day anyway. I would love to know if you've seen this episode, Human Best Friend. Again, terrible name for an episode, it really is. And I would love to hear your thoughts and comments. So please drop those comments below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.